Thank you, bro. Yes, actually, I have another question that has been bothering me for a long time. How did you get sets as a DJ at the club? Did you just ask them and do it for free, or did you just start like quit sets at weddings, or stuff like that? Or did they come and ask? Thank you, Lord. You are helping me through tough times. Hope you have a great day. Bro, so microwave is your second question, and your second question is really good question because a lot of guys, a lot of producers and starting producers, of course, want to play DJ gigs and all this stuff. So I'm just gonna get myself a bigger boy right here. Yeah, let's go. So I'm gonna tell you a story how I started as a DJ and what was my first gig and how it escalates and what was my kind of a mindset of starting DJing. So the first thing and the big thing for me was that I was actually already a producer, right? So I had a experience in creating electronic music. So I was building my audience on a SoundCloud, and I was doing productions for about I don't know, 5 years or 4 years, right? So before I started DJing, I was already doing music, and that was a big part of it because when you are just the DJ, there's a lot of just the DJs, right? Especially in this modern world. I don't want to like shit on someone, but a lot of girls nowadays on the DJ scenes are just the DJs, right? So it's special because they are girls, and there is not a lot of girls DJs in the industry for this time, right? But I see some girls actually starting producing and doing like own music, so big up. So let's keep it like that. But that's what I'm trying to pinpoint. I had a production before I started DJing, right? But my first gig, I think in everything in life, right? You can't expect when you are starting with something. You can't expect, when you do it like first time, you can't expect like having like 1,000 people on the gig, right? When you are starting with something, you will be probably shit, right? It will be like the worst gig that you ever played because you are doing it first time. It's like with everything in life. When I was starting producing and doing my first track, well, it sounds like a dog shit. It was just bad, right? But through the time, through the years, I just get better, and now I'm doing, better music. And it's the same as with the DJing, right? So when I was starting, I remember my first gig. So my first gig was in a local pub here in my city. And I must say, bro, like the audience there was some fair amount of people that like drum and bass, but they like this kind of a really hard, techie drum and bass, right? So they like this boom, boom, right? In our city, we call it like with the term is called like blechi. In the English translation, it could be like metal, right? Because there is some like metalish snares, and it's just really fast tempo. I think the style is called how's it called? It doesn't matter, right? So there was like I don't know, 20 or 30 people. Most of the people was my friends, and it was just local action with the really bad speakers. But I was really stoked for playing 20 minutes set, right? So I wasn't even being on a lineup, right? So they just like said like, yo, we know you are doing music, do you want to play like 20 minutes after our set? Just like I was like basically my first set was like when when there are a DJ switching, or in a TV, when you have this kind of like a pause between the fights in a box match, right? So you have this advertisement kind of a pause, right? So you can like advertise all the shit. So I was kind of like that, bro. My first set was, I was actually just an advertisement from, as I said, like 20 minutes pause. We need to get a drink, so we need to get a DJ. And when we have some spare time, go play. And I had a USB full of my tracks, so I just plugged the USB and I played the most shittiest set, bro. But honestly, I really like it, and some people really like it, some people not. And for me, it was just the best 20 minutes of my life. I was shaking. That I just played and I just did my dream, right? So, and it was totally free. Don't get it twisted. I started to get money from playing. Like, I was playing for free basically a whole year as a DJ, right? And I know that I had a production already. I had already like 1,000 followers on SoundCloud, and some tracks on a Sinful Maze on the label, right? So I was fully like known as a producer, but I started doing money from producing after 1 year. And don't get it twisted, my first payout was 50 euros, right? 50 euros. So these 50 euros, when you get rid of all the transport, food, sleep, and all this kind of stuff, for playing, I actually get like 20 euros first gig. So yeah, and that was after 1 year of playing a set and this kind of like local parties. But do you know what? I found my style and I knew how I want to play my set. So this is kind of like a tip, right? This is getting serious right now. If you want to be a DJ where everyone wants to be a DJ, what do you need to do? Well, you need to be different DJ. You need to be a special DJ. That's why producers as a DJs that are playing their music are paying much more, because you are more rare, right? Because there is not much of DJs and also producers. Because the DJs, it's common sense. In these days, in this world, everybody is a DJ, everybody is a rapper, everybody is an influencer on Instagram and on YouTube, right? Including myself. But do you have something in yourself which is different, right? And I knew that as me, that when I'm playing sets, there's something different. There's something primal in me which opens up, and I'm like playing the set, but at the same time I'm in the crowd with the people, right? So that energy is kind of different. I'm really kind of aggressive with the music. I'm coming up actually from a dubstep scene. So I started producing a dubstep first, right? And then we slowly transitioned to the drum and bass. So my sets are sometimes a bit different because I mesh up dubstep also with the drum and bass, and it's just creating something new which was unheard in my city and which was unheard on the parties, right? So and of course I had also my own production, so some of my tracks were unique, right? And people like pick up that, like, oh, that's something new, it's your track, right? And I had a basic knowledge of how music works because I'm producing music, right? So the first kind of actionable step was to learn in a record box, do a cue points in a record box. If you will be interested on how to start DJing, maybe you can drop down in the comments. Yeah, I want to know what you need to do before a set, how to prepare before a set, so everything is working. It's super simple. I can show you in a video. So yeah, so to just summarize it up, I'm gonna give you some like actionable steps that you can do right now, so you can improve right now and you can, get on the path of a DJ, right? So first thing, think about your name. What is your name? as a DJ, right? For me, it was easy because I was also producing. So my name is A.way, right? Another thing that you need to do is to buy an USB. Buy an USB which is working with the CDJs. When you go on the internet, just type in what format CDJs works, right? With the USB. Is this USB compatible, right? You will find some like formats you need to have. Buy an USB. Then a second thing what you need to do is to find a program or software which works and links up with the record box CDJs or with the CDJs. I'm using record box, right? So get hands on the record box software. Then what you need to do is probably get some practice, right? So you need to buy a CDJs or a console. You know, there's like a cheap versions of CDJs. It's like 200 euros, right? It's not big investment, right? You can invest in it probably right now. So get hands on a console, start learning and practicing. I was practicing 2 years before I played the 20-minute set in a fucking garage, or you know, we call it like a studio, right? But it was we were drinking every Friday, every Saturday, and we were just practicing playing on a record box. And every time we played, we imagined there is like 20,000 people, you know, in front of us playing. So you need to get really passionate about it. And then what you need to do is to just get people know that you are DJing, that you are producing, right? So use Instagram, use Facebook, use YouTube or whatever platform, and show them yourself and do it differently, right? So when you will be standing in front of the CDJs, don't be just a normal guy playing the normal double drop. Give them something special, why they need you on the party, why you, right? What is the special you will bring to the audience? Why the promoter should book you on a set and pay you, right? Yeah, because you need to give them something special, the audience, right? So yeah, so this is kind of like how I started and my perspective. One thing, don't give up. That's a big thing. Don't give up. And do it no matter what. Like really, like you will fail only when you give up, right? So yeah. But fast forward. Now I'm doing sets. I'm doing gigs. You know, I'm doing the biggest shows in our country. Right now, it's not like the biggest drum and bass shows, but it's one of the biggest, right? It's in main city. It's a 360. It's recorded. You know, it's more professional. There's a lot of more people, so you will get used to it. And the wedding DJ and all this stuff. You know, all this outdated. When I look at the YouTube, there's like all this outdated YouTube soft narrative of like starting with the weddings, you know, when you want to do electronic music. Like, no, bro. Like, honestly, if you want to do like wedding DJ, you probably will do not play drum and bass there, right? Unless it's like your friend's wedding party and he allowed you to like do a drum and bass party, right? So you can probably do a wedding party, and I would probably do also, but for fun, not for like my passion and dream, right? So that's kind of like it, and my answer to your question, Microwave. Yeah. So yeah, I started free, and that's it, I guess. I think that's everything for this topic. Just don't give up, and also start production. And yeah, so alright guys, if you have any questions, then scroll down and type a comment if you want to know something more from me, some more answers. I have some experience in this industry for some time. I'm pretty young. I'm only 21 years old, but I think I'm, have some knowledge I can share with you. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like so more people get to know these answers that I'm giving you, and more people can be on this path of producing, and we can just create a bigger community and we can help each other. And also don't forget to go to my Patreon if you want to know more inside info about my life or more producing stuff, which is not on YouTube. And also, I released a new masterclass, which is like 2.5 hours about the music production from start to finish, how I think about my production. So also get hands on that if you want to start on this journey. So thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Peace.